YouTube, it's your boy Estefanos, and I'm back with a new video. So this time round, I'm talking about the Invincible. I'm talking about Invincible season 3. Now, I'm just gonna go off by saying season 3 is way better than season 2, without a doubt. Like, a lot of people would agree with me. Season 3 is better than season 2. And again, season 2 isn't a bad season or anything. It was just lackluster compared to season 1. But the season 2 finale where Mark literally kills Angstrom is tragic because I feel like a lot of people forget that was technically Mark's first kill, because up to this point Mark hadn't killed anyone. And so you could really feel bad for him. Bro legit said, "I thought you could handle my beating." He's that nice, but yeah. But season 3, it really dives in with Mark's trauma from that. He really deals with the thought of how he should be a hero. And this season is basically, is it more important to uphold your morals, or is it more important to do what's right even if that means going against your morals? And that really establishes Mark versus Cecil. Cecil believes you could be either the good guy or the guy who saves the world. You can't be both. And Cecil does what's necessary to save the world, while Mark believes he can be the good guy and that villains shouldn't be redeemed. Ever since what happened with his dad and Angstrom, he's been more against villains of redemption. And he's a lot more edgier and no nonsense this season, because he's just trying to prove that he's not his dad, but you could tell that he's slowly becoming more and more like his father. But still, I don't believe. But still, he's way from becoming his dad. And we also see Oliver growing up, and he really adds a lot of more complexity to the situation. Oliver believes villains should be killed because you need to be stopped. There's no other way to stop villains. While Mark believes life is precious, but you can't really expect Oliver to be like you, because bro didn't grow up on Earth. He is half Fraxian and Viltrumite. Fraxians legit have short lifespans, so Oliver believes he can't have connections because he'll outgrow those connections, you know? So it makes perfect sense why he wouldn't. And in his Viltrumite heritage, it kind of kicks in, and that he believes with his power, he should use it to stop bad guys, whatever it takes. And so Mark is afraid that his brother is going to become just like their father, who wasn't afraid of taking human lives and didn't feel bad for it. So, and also, we have a lot more stuff going on between the side characters. Mark and Eve start dating. Rex really stepped up this season, in my opinion. We saw a lot more of Shrinking Ray, and she and Rex got it. You could tell they were gonna date, especially after the whole Lizard Leak situation. But then again, it makes perfect sense. And of course, the most hated Invincible characters of all time, Duplicate and Immortal. Now, when I tell you these people have gotten nothing but hate since day one, you would think that's an understatement, because they deserve more hate. I feel like everyone can agree with me that we didn't hate Immortal that much in season 1, because the dude was dead pretty much until the penultimate episode of season 1. But afterwards, bro was hating on Invincible, but I feel like people keep forgetting he was friends with his dad for years before he ended up betraying him. So it makes sense he would be anxious against Omni-Man's son. So it makes perfect sense. But the fact that I was like, this is I can't, I'm not sure if I could say this on YouTube, so I'm not gonna say it, but I thought it was kind of between him and Duplicate, yeah. That's all I'm gonna say. And the fact that she has a brother, bro is a lot more about that life. Like, damn, bro legit went to the streets. He dipped his sister, all because their dad couldn't handle their curse of clones. Wow. But I will say though, this season was really establishing a lot. Okay, episode 1 was great, but it also felt kind of, yeah. It was a great strong entry, but it didn't. No, episode 2 is where you really started the season for me. And then after that, banger after banger. A lot of people like to say episode 5 with the dragon Titan was is pretty much the weakest episode, but overall it was still entertaining. And then the blue and black suit. Oh my God, just peak. Everyone knows blue is my favorite color, so of course I'm gonna rock. I'm not sure if I prefer it to the original suit though. I'm legit going back and forth, but I don't know. And then the stuff with Powerplex. He's legit an Electro. He's the Electro basically. Shocker, you name it. But he has a valid reason for hating Invincible. Unlike, okay, he and Angstrom both kind of have valid reasons, but Powerplex legit just hates Mark for the fact that his fight with his dad killed his sister. And honestly, that's kind of valid. It's just the way he went about it is wrong. Bro legit fried his own son and wife because he was willing to put them as hostages for him to fight Invincible. And his legit got burnt to a crisp. Bro's life didn't even start and you killed your kid. That's actually crazy. Poor kid. Rest in peace for the baby. The mom, bro, she was in this too deep. Just as much as Scott was. Hell nah. It's honestly crazy. But what I do like though, Mark really felt bad in these episodes when it came to these, because it wasn't just Scott or Oliver. He had been wrestling with this entire season that if people died because that man was trying to getting his revenge on what the fight and between me and my dad did to his sister, doesn't that technically make it my fault? Like, damn. They really hit you with deep questions this season. And you get this oh my God, this season is just so good. It's because no one's really right or wrong this season, you feel me? Like, you can tell the complexity. You don't hate, okay, you're frustrated, but you don't hate them, you know what I mean? Like, everyone hates Cecil for putting a bomb in Mark's head, but you can understand why. Like, a lot, and the fact that this is the same thing of what happened in the Civil War between Iron Man and Captain America, damn. And it's like Spider-Verse. I love comparing these things back to Spider-Verse and Spider-Verse to other stuff who has these conflicts. But damn. And then we get to the Invincible War. And then we find out Angstrom's alive. I mean, come on. You can't really blame Mark because how could anyone think Bro was going to come back after a beat? Have you seen did you see what Mark did to him in the end of season 2? And then we look at him in the first few minutes of the episode. And Bro is just disfigured beyond repair, but somehow he came back. And my God brought multiversal Invincible variants. Why didn't you just kill them or torture them? But nah, Bro just had to make a deal with them to create destruction across our Invincible, who is probably the only good Invincible. Nah. You see, this is where you lose me with Angstrom. It makes no sense. Like, why didn't you just torture the bad Invincibles? You feel me? It's actually crazy. It's actually crazy, bro. And it's like, the episode is great, but man, it's like a legit apocalypse war all over again. Infinity War, Endgame. Like, it's crazy. Niggas are actually dying. It's crazy. But what's not crazy is that, first of all, the most crazy thing of all, Rex died. No, not Rex. You had to kill off the character that everyone started off by hating, ended up liking, and then you gave him a full-on Zuko arc, and he dies, and everyone misses him. And now we have Robot changed his name to Rex Connors. I'm happy I'm not the only one who hates it, but I actually do hate it. It feels wrong knowing that this is Rex from now on. Nah, I would have been okay with Rudy. You took DNA from him. And you look already enough like him. But taking his whole name is crazy. Rex Explode is no. And nah, it's crazy. But okay. I just can't believe this season. Like, at times you forget these episodes there's only 8 episodes. And you wish there were more. But honestly, at times it feels great that there's only 8 episodes because of the build-up. But still, I wish there were more episodes, especially with the Invincible War. But then again, it was divided into 3 days, so it makes perfect sense. And then we get to the season finale, which I honestly think I'm thinking of making a separate video for itself. But the Mark versus Conquest fight. Oh my god, the animation was beautiful. Like it was just peak animation, peak fighting, peak dialogue. Oh, Conquest just had that swagger with it. My bro was just here for the fun of the fight. He didn't care about the Viltrumites. He didn't care what Anissa wants. Bro, I'm here because I just want my fist drenched in blood to show you that just to satisfy my ego. Like, oh my god, this dude was sadistic. If you were to compare Conquest to legit Nolan, Nolan's nice. You have to. Nolan is way nicer compared to Conquest, without a doubt. And the fact that he gave Mark the Omni-Man treatment is crazy. He killed Eve. I thought Eve died, but she managed to come back. And even when bro was burnt to a crisp, dude came back. Nah, that's actually mental. It's actually mental that he was able to break Mark's arms even though he was burnt off with one hand, keeping one hand. But then Mark legit went all out killing him. Nah, bro. He was going to kill him. People keep forgetting that Conquest is the old, unless you've read the comics, but people legit forget that this is a seasoned old Viltrumite, the second strongest. What do you think the ultimate most powerful Viltrumite is like? He's worse. Without it. I can't wait till we get introduced to Thrag, the big bad of the series. But oh my god, this season was golden. It sets up so much. But man, what do you guys think of season 3? Comment down below and let's have a discussion. Who was your favorite character this season? And do you really like whose side were you guys mostly on? Cecil or Mark? I'm in the middle, but I'm more so on Mark's side. But whose side were you guys mostly on when it came to the whole Mark versus Cecil debate, and that who was right about villains? But yeah, as you guys probably noticed, I had this video up originally, but I kind of messed up with recording, so I had to do this again, basically the next day. But yeah, and we're close to 100 subscribers, and I hope I'm gonna reach it by the start of summer. I mean, we're basically reaching summer, and we're getting closer every day. So yeah, without further ado, hope you all enjoyed this video, and as always, peace.